I'm Ruthie Dahle and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you 5 updos that you can do at home. All you need is bobby pins and this version, like this one. I don't know if you can see, they look like this. And you're going to need a knitting needle and it needs to be this long. It can be thicker, but I don't recommend any thinner than this one. You're going to need a donut. It can be any color that matches your hair. This just happens to match mine the best. And you're going to need a hairbrush and you're going to need a divider or a comb, preferably both. And you're going to need some kind of hairpiece accessories to do these looks. You can also do, I guess, something like these. They're really cute. And some hair bands. No, hair ties. You're going to need some hair ties. That's what you're gonna need. You're also gonna need some of these elastic bands. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. For this first hairstyle, we're gonna be doing a donut on top of our heads, and I prefer to use these so that I get a perfect circle. I kind of like the symmetry of it all, and let's just get into it, I guess. So the first thing you're gonna do is make a high ponytail. Now for this you can use your fingers or you can use a brush, whatever works with your hair. Normally I just need to use my fingers to do this, and you want it to be high, like on top of your head, because that's where you want the donut to sit. Now for the remaining parts, I like to use the comb to just kind of brush through to get away all of the little bumps. And then you just secure it with a hair tie. The hair tie doesn't matter which color it is because it's going to be hidden, but I just prefer to use one that is close-ish to my hair color. And as I have layers, I'm going to have something like this. And I also have bangs, so again, this. I guess it works better if you don't have bangs or layers, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. So what I'm just gonna do after I've done the ponytail is take the donut and just literally pull my hair through like this. Don't worry about the thing poking out. If you have the same as me, we can easily pin that down wherever we may need it, so it will be secure in place and we can use hairspray and all of that. Now I do have baby hairs by my ears, so ignore them for now. So what I want to do is take the ponytail and divide it in half. It doesn't have to be exactly even, but it has to be kind of the same thickness. And I'm gonna take, doesn't matter which side you want to work with, I just like to work with this. So I'm just gonna literally just toss it back. Now with this piece that I have here, I want to flatten it a little bit so it gets wider right here. And I'm just gonna poke my fingers through from the top and through the donut, and then I'm just gonna gather it up and I'm just gonna bring it on through, and then you just spread it out a little bit. So if you have shorter hair, this is obviously gonna need you can't do this if your hair is too short, just because you need it to divide around the donut to your hair. Now I have a little piece left and I can't really twist that again, so I'm just gonna leave it. And now that, because this is the biggest part of my hair, because it's like the longest pieces, and it started in the front, so where I left off, I'm just gonna take the next part of my hair and do the same as the front, but continue around on the piece that I haven't gotten to yet. Now it just looks a little weird right now, and I'm just gonna secure all of these small pieces down where I feel like it needs covering. So for me it's a little in the front, and I'm gonna take, for these pieces I'm gonna use the bobby pins that we have. Now for the little flyaways that I have left, I would usually just use wax to secure it. What you just need is take something for decorations. I'm just gonna take a small little bow, and it is a clip-on like this one, and in the very back I'm just gonna pull it through my hair as close to the bun as possible, and it will look something like this in the back. And if you want, you can just take a hairspray, hair gel, something like that to smooth it out. This is what I would normally do if I'm going out and I'm not gonna be making a YouTube video and then changing the hairstyle. So definitely do like hairspray for flyaways and all of that, or hair gel or hair wax if you have really stubborn hair. And that is the look. For hairstyle number 2, we are starting off again with the same as the previous one. So we are starting off with a ponytail, but this one shouldn't be as high. It should be hitting you in your perfect high ponytail spot. So usually that is where your hair goes to your crown. So that would be like your perfect ponytail spot. So that's where we want it to sit. Now, before we continue with the actual hairstyle, I want to hide the fact that I have a hair tie in my hair. So I'm just gonna take like a small section from underneath my ponytail, something that is long enough to twist a few times around. And I'm always gonna start at the top, work my way down, and then from underneath, because that's where we want to hide it, I just want to use one of these because it makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to poke it through the top and hopefully through some of the hair tie as well to really secure this one. And you bring it through. Now I prefer to do it this way just because it hides the elastic band and makes the hairstyle look more elegant and more put together and more advanced than it actually is, because it's a really simple hairstyle. These you can find anywhere really, and I do recommend using a smaller one than a big one. I think this one is the biggest one I have. I don't know, I guess I couldn't find the small one. Now don't worry about how it looks at the bottom, because for me it pokes through here and that's perfectly fine because it's gonna be covered up by the next hairstyle once we get into that. So I need to turn around for this so you can see, but you're gonna need a knitting needle or something similar to this. The reason why I like a knitting needle is because it has the sharp end, so it's gonna poke through your hairstyle without actually ruining your hairstyle. So before I turn around, what I want you to do is right at the beginning of the ponytail, you want to poke it through. It has to be for like kind of straight, so and kind of even, so that you get, when you braid your hair, because that's what we're gonna do, it's not gonna look lopsided if it's uneven. So when I'm talking about uneven, I'm talking about something like this. I'm not talking about how much space is on each side, because that doesn't matter. You want kind of the same space on each side, but don't make sure it's not lopsided this way or towards the back or something like that. Make sure that way it's as straight as you can have it. So I'm gonna turn around for this so that you can really see what I'm doing. Okay, so first you're gonna start at the very top right here, and you're gonna take a small section like this much, and you're gonna divide that into 3 sections, and you're gonna start braiding. Now I come to this side again and I toss it over, but I take a section of the ponytail and I bring it over and around the knitting needle, so it looks like this from the side. I bring it over and around. Now this is a lot easier with long hair and hair that is not layered, but it's not impossible with medium length layered hair like mine. Then you do the same on the other side. So every time you come to a side, you add more hair. You just pull it over the knitting needle, so you look like that. Take the section, pull it over, and continue braiding. Now once you come and you have no more hair to take, you're going to continue braiding down, and then you're going to take an elastic band and secure it. Now it looks like this, and then you take out the knitting needle and your hair looks like that. You can leave your hair looking like this as a ponytail and maybe add like a little bow or a ribbon or something like that up top to kind of give it more decoration, I guess. Or you can add a little ribbon at the very end if that's what you want. But we want this to be an updo. You're going to take a bunch of bobby pins And you're gonna take this part and twist it up. Now, when you secure it in place, you just twist it up and make sure you are securing this part of the braid to the back of your head, but that you don't secure this part of the braid to the back of your head because you want that to pop, and then you just go underneath and secure it. I usually use a crisscross formation to make sure it is secure in place. Now, if you want to decorate it a little bit more, you can go in with the ribbon like this one and just have a cute little ribbon up top. This is what it looks like from all angles. We're going to start with the braided one. So what you want to do is part your hair in the middle, and hold on, I need a mirror for this. And I like to part it down the middle all the way in the back. So now it doesn't have to be like 100%, but you want it fairly even. I think that's more important. So for this hairstyle, you don't need it 100% even, but you want it kind of even so it doesn't look lopsided or off. But for this hairstyle, you're gonna need 2 hair ties and 2 elastics and bobby pins. That's all you're gonna need. There are versions of this where you can start braiding hair, but I don't want that. I want a sleek back but with braided in the back. So I'm gonna take 2, like these are bigger ones, but I think that's fine. And I'm gonna secure my hair in the back. You wanna make like low pigtails. Now usually I would hairspray this part down, but because I am doing many different hairstyles, I don't want to hairspray my hair, so I'm just gonna bobby pin my bangs down. If you don't have bangs, you don't need to do this. I just want it down and secured. For now, you're gonna need 2 elastic bands, and they don't have to be the same color or anything like that because they're not gonna be visible, but you're gonna just braid your hair. And here you have them. Now for the next part, I have to turn around to show you what we're gonna do, and I would ideally recommend using elastic bands for this part as well, so I'm just gonna use clear ones. I think for my hair it's gonna be the best, but if you don't have stubborn hair like mine, I think something like this is fine enough. Hold on. So what you want to do is literally just take it like this and flip it up. And do the same on the other side. Now you want to take the loop and put it through and have it like this. You want to tuck your flyaways in. And you just want to start to secure that in place. So that now that it's pinned in place, what you want to do is take hair gel or hairspray and then secure any flyaways that you may have. And I have one right here, so I'm just going to use bobby pin on this one because it's big enough for a bobby pin. But what you want to do after that is take a bow or some decorations. You can do flowers if that's what you are into, so you can use little flowers like this one. Hold on, I have a better one like somewhere more open. So you can take a flower like this one and put in your hair. For this one, I'm just going to put a bow. And I'm going to secure it to the back of my head, but right above this hairstyle. So then it's secure in place. The hairstyle looks like this from the front. I have a few flyaways, I am aware of that, even this one. But it looks like this from the side, if that's what you're into, and you know what it looks like from the back. For the fourth hairstyle, we're gonna do the same as before. We're gonna go for a low bun, but we're gonna braid it from the very beginning all the way back. It's gonna end up looking different in the back as well. So what we want to do is we want to have elastic bands, hair tie that is close to your hair color, and you want flowers or something like that, like you can clip in for decorations in your hair. That's what we want. So first you're gonna have to split your hair in half again. So you, before you begin, you wanna secure half of your hair away so it doesn't get caught into the braid for the other side, and you want to have your elastic band available and in reach for when you finish. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start at the very top and you're gonna braid towards the back, but you're only gonna take hair and add to it from the bottom, never from the top, only from the bottom. And keep the braid as close to like your hairline as possible. Now, when you are with your hair, you want to have more space, because once you come towards the back, it's gonna go low because you want a low ponytail, no, low bun, but you want to have, I don't think more than this, even in the back. You don't want to go for more than that, so you need to make sure it's angled for that. Now, once you have come to the back and you're finished, you're gonna keep braiding without adding hair. I suggest you braid towards this side so that the braid stays flat to your head. When I come close to the end, I will put a elastic on it. Now, what I want to do is pin the braid down so it goes up like this, and I don't want that. I want to show that I braided, so I will pin it down. You don't have to pin like for every few centimeters or something like that. I will just pin in random places, but I will make sure I pin the flyaway down. Now for the back part, you just want to pop it in a low ponytail, so just use the hairband for this, or you can use a elastic band that matches your hair color. It depends on what you want. I think I will go for elastic one, just because that one is the one I have that matches my hair color the most. I guess now comes the interesting part where you pull this out and you flip this inside. So you flip it inside and make sure it's kind of covered. I think that's why I like it braided, so it matches the style. And then you bobby pin in place. Now that it is secured, what you want is to take flowers, or you can do a ribbon or something else to decorate with. And there you have it. So for the fifth and last hairstyle, we are gonna be putting it up in a ponytail again. And we're gonna do something, I have never seen anybody else do it before, but throughout history, somebody else must have done this before, so I don't want to say I'm the creator of this. No, I think somebody else in history have done this before. It is a cute updo, and everything is up and away from the face, and everything is focused around hair. So what we want first is to put your hair up in a ponytail, and I want you to put it up the same as before. So follow your ideal ponytail heights. Now that that is up and secure, you want to divide your ponytail in half, and I kind of want to keep this away so I don't mix them, so I will put an elastic around this one. No, and a hair tie around this one. And this one, you just start braiding. And you secure it with an elastic, and then you do the same on the other side. So what you want to do with both of these is you want to take one and put it around your ponytail and below, and secure it with a bobby pin, and then you do the same on the other side, but this time you need to flip it. You can do under or over depending on which one you want to pop the most, and you're literally making donuts on your head. And then what you want to do is kind of play around with this part and secure it where you want it to be. So you just secure it with bobby pins, and you want it to be in a almost similar position. So this one falls a little, so I want to bring that up. Okay, I will show you what it looks like from behind. I have secured it the way I want it to be secured. I think I will just secure my bangs in place. From the back, it looks like this. Now, from the side, it looks like this. The great thing about this hairstyle is there are two ways to decorate it. So you can go for a bow in the back or something smaller. So you can go for this in the very back, like that one, or you can do what I usually do, and I don't know, you can call it a bird's nest, because what I like to do is literally put flowers inside. So the flowers will look something like this. Now you can add more flowers, you can add something else if that's what you want. You can have nothing if that's also something you want. So that is all for today, and I hope you liked the video. And if you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want more content like this, then please hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!